Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Hannah and I've been trading since January 2018 and I have got a 100k FTMO account so far. And in today's video, I wanted to take you through the top 3 lessons that I've learned from gaining my 100k FTMO funding. Now with these 3 lessons, this is just going to be based off of my own personal experience. So take it with a pinch of salt and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So let's just jump into the first lesson, and I think this is quite an obvious one but still not so obvious, is to have a winning strategy on lock before you even attempt your challenge. It blows my mind how many people go into the challenge, have paid for the challenge, and are still umming and ahhing and doubting themselves and are testing a strategy, essentially forward testing a strategy while doing the FTMO challenge. And I just wanted to also point out, there's a lot of people who do the FTMO challenge thinking that it's very easy, or they think that FTMO is this and that and it's not legit because how could they be giving out 100k funding? And clearly that just shows that they haven't understood the actual concept of FTMO, and because essentially you still have to prove yourself that you can trade, that you can manage risk, that you can handle the psychological effects of 100k. It doesn't matter if it's 10k, 50k, 100k. I think that's something that you must already have had that foundation to just execute trades off of your plan, and you know that it works. You know what you're looking for, you know what you're not looking for, you know the pairs you're trading, the stop losses, and you're just prepared. I already had a consistently profitable trading plan, but again, at that point I was kind of tweaking and refining things, and so that was when I was doing my challenge. And while I was tweaking, refining and testing, I was also applying that into my challenge, which is sort of a big no-no, but again, it's one of those, for me, like personally, that was a big lesson learned, and I'm glad I learned that early on, because then that was actually an investment in the rest of my challenges, because I learned that early on. I knew what not to do, and so then I can apply it to my next challenge, which I then passed. But again, it just goes to show that you've got to have your winning strategy in place, and that FTMO are looking for consistently profitable traders, and you show that through how you trade, how you manage your emotions while you're trading. So yeah, I guess that is just a massive lesson. All right, so moving into lesson number 2, or tip number 2. I feel like this has been top 3 tips instead of top 3 lessons, but tip number 2 is to keep a buffer. Now, again, this is going to be dependent on how you are as a trader and as like what your strategy is, how you perform as a trader. But I personally think that a buffer is very, very essential, and it adds extra protection. What I think is just a pain in the ass is if you went through the challenge, you went through the verification, you got your funded account, and then you blow it. Like, you know, you lost 10 trades in a row somehow, for some reason, probabilities, whatever it may be, whatever strategy you may trade, you might be really risky, you might have a 2% risk, whatever it may be, and you blow the account, and then you have to start all over again. So I think it's a very good decision, in my opinion. I know a lot of people are against having a buffer because they're saying, oh, you should just put that into your personal account. Yes, you do that when you withdraw, but there's nothing wrong with keeping a small buffer, whether that be 5%, 7%, or 10%, because then it just helps you out psychologically as well. Like if for some reason you're going through a dry period, and it depends again on your strategy. Like if you think your strategy is absolutely solid and the way you trade is, you know, profitable every day, every week, every month, every quarter, whatever it may be, okay, then cool, then don't put a buffer. And I just wanted to point out and share my thoughts on the buffer, because I know there's a lot of polarizing comments about having a buffer. But yeah, I mean, if you have made 20% a month, let's say, and you're at 120k, for sure, if you want to take out the 15k, put that into your personal account, which is what I do, as I would put that into my personal account. So then obviously that can compound, and then that is 100% my profits. But then I still have that 5k buffer, just in case if the markets start to go very volatile, if there's a lot of uncertainty, like, you know, we're in this coronavirus pandemic. For me, July and August was a bit slower, so I'm so grateful that I had a buffer, and I think that was just a very smart decision. Like, what's more worth it? Just having that 5% buffer, or blowing your account? that's pretty much just sums up my thoughts on having a buffer and why I'm going to have a buffer, and just thinking long term, the longevity, like what's more sustainable. And yeah, so for number 3 is to literally, like, this is just a simple one again. It's a big lesson, is just to you know, stay in your own lane and to just not listen to what other people are saying about X, Y, and Z on social media, on the comments, whatever, wherever you may see it. Literally just staying in your own lane and make your own judgments. You've got to learn to be your own trader and to think independently, especially with things that you see on the internet, you see in YouTube comments, Instagram comments, whatever, and you don't need that. Like when you're on the challenge, when you're trying to level the fuck up, you don't need that, right? You just stay in your own path. You keep following your North Star, you keep following your purpose, you know what you have to do to get to the next level, and if that's FTMO, then just keep driving forward. Don't listen to the noise, because it's not gonna serve you. Like, there's all these stories of this person, like, from my comments, and I'm just so confused because I don't care. Like, I don't know who this person is. There's always two sides to every story, and what people say on social media isn't always gonna be hard, cold facts or truth. But that's also another lesson that I just wanted to share, because I've been getting like some comments like, oh, FTMO isn't legit, FTMO is a scam, but... So I feel like this video turned into like top tips rather than lessons learned. So I thought I'd just quickly share some top tips that I used to help pass my 100K. And one of them is, once I've passed the 10% profit target, and let's say it's been less than the 30 days and less than the 10-day threshold. So let's say, I don't know, on the first day, let's say my first trade took me to 10%, then I would just do 0.01% lot size trades, these really small trades, on day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. On weekdays, it would be Forex, and then on weekends, I would use crypto. But essentially, once I've hit that 10%, I would use the rest of the days just to fill that 10-day threshold. I'd open 0.01 lot size trades. And I guess another tip, or this is, I get this question where people are like, do you still follow your management when you're about to hit your 10%? And my answer to that is no, I will manually close once I hit to 10%. Again, you have a target that you're trying to hit. Of course you want to, you know, manually close once you've hit that 10%. And I think the reason is very, very obvious. If you failed any challenge, then again, just see that as a way to learn for the next time you go. Just go and reflect on what went wrong, what went well, and apply that in the next challenge. Just try again. Again, it's not a failure. Just see it as a lesson and as a stepping stone to when you do actually hit your challenge. So guys, pretty much those are the 3 top tips / lessons that I've learned from getting my 100K. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I may be doing a Q&A in my next video, so be sure to follow my Instagram, because I might put up a ask me for my Q&A video sort of thing. If you're interested to learn more about FTMO, then there's a link in the description. Check it out if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.